Okay, we're going to do a bit of oil painting. I'm going to paint this tiger. I've done an underpainting. The underpainting was done with acrylic gouache, which I tried, but I didn't like it. Nothing compares to oils, that's the problem. Whilst working on the Martian landscape in my last video, I began to get a feeling that I wanted to pick a paintbrush up again and get back to actual painting. I tried a bit of the acrylic gouache, but really I knew straight away it wasn't going to compare to the finish that you get with an oil painting. And so here you see me getting back to some long overdue oil painting. And as you can see, I'm working in layers. The basic principle is dark to light, but with each subsequent layer I am slowly building in the details of the fur itself. So, a few technical details as we're going along. I started the painting with a little bit of liquid to thin the paint, but very early on I cut that out. I decided, no, I'm going to continue with my philosophy of painting completely non-toxically, and so I returned to the walnut oil technique that I'd used last year when I painted one of the Apollo astronauts. Walnut oil is a fantastic medium. People say it dries very slowly and things like that. I don't find that it does. I find it dries about the same rate as linseed oil, but it flows a little bit better. So I think it's a wonderful non-toxic medium to use, and that's what you see me using here. I put a thin layer of the oil down over this base layer. Now I've built up this base layer, you see, and on top of that I can just add in a thin wash of the oil, wipe it down with a paper towel, and then paint into that, basically with paint straight from the tube, or with a tiny bit of the oil in it just to make it flow better. It's a technique that works particularly well when you're wanting to build depth through transparency in the paint. It works very, very well for that. And what you can see me doing here is making my colours a little bit richer, but the paint is transparent enough so that you can still see the detail below. Small, fine brushes are great for detailing fur, but so are the old scruffy brushes. You really can't beat them for laying down this shaggy fur texture and colour. It's actually a wide variety of brushes that are used to get the fur to look just right. If you only used one type of brush, it can all look a little bit samey. So I like to mix up my brushes. There's some fine delicate lines and details, and there's other areas that are more densely packed fur, and that's better done with a thick shaggy brush. It's just a matter of developing this sense of which brush will work best at any given time. Fur isn't all about details either. You've got to have one eye on the detail, but another eye on your colours and tones. And sometimes what's required is a thin glaze of colour here and there, just to enrich some of the details in the layer underneath. You may notice bits of the background and the rest of the tiger appearing as if by magic, but that's because this video is just concentrating on the work that I did on the tiger's face. Okay, just a little bit of what I did on the background. I'm pointing here to this rock. I actually had a tree in there, and I was just saying that I changed it to that rock and I preferred it. And what I was going to do then, I decided, was change this other area that I'm pointing to now. These two rocks, I'm going to take them out and put a branch in, like a fallen log. See, I'm just designing this whole background to the painting. I'm just designing it out of my head, which is the way I actually prefer to work. I just feel it's more creative, but it does cause you a few headaches along the way. But all in all, it's a very fun, satisfying and rewarding way to work. And as I add the finishing touches to the painting, I'd just like to thank you for watching, ask you to please remember to like and hopefully subscribe to the channel, because there'll be plenty more videos coming soon. Now, filming these paintings as I'm actually painting is always a bit of a challenge. The angle of the camera is always a little bit to one side and the lighting's never perfect, so I'm going to finish this video with a high quality image of the finished painting, just so that you can appreciate the fine details that are there. And with that, I'll say thanks a lot everybody, and I'll see you next time.